are important developments from the Pocrsk direction. Here, Russian forces are attempting to mount attacks from Pocrsk to wear down the Ukrainian defenders in the next settlements. This pressure is not random. It is part of a continuous effort to exhaust Ukrainian positions step by step, forcing them to defend multiple directions at the same time. However, the Ukrainian command unexpectedly deployed Brazilian volunteers to push the Russians back in an intense counterattack, which shocked the enemy and temporarily disrupted their advance. Currently, the Russians are focused on taking control of the surrounding area of Pocrsk and Monokrat, having already captured the towns. This will ensure a safer accumulation of troops in the towns for the Russians if they manage to push the Ukrainians further back, especially Ukrainian drone operators, who remain a major threat. The Russians have already begun moving artillery to the southern outskirts of the town, indicating that this area is now out of the range of standard Ukrainian drones. Additionally, the Russians created a kill zone within a 20-kilometer radius of the center of Murnarat and are targeting anything that moves, which significantly complicates Ukrainian activity in the area. Through this, the Russians have accomplished their primary objective of cutting off this route by bringing it under fire control. This means that logistics to Hishyan are significantly disrupted, leaving the defending units increasingly reliant on drone-dropped supplies to maintain their positions. By taking Hishyan under control, they could cut the logistics going into the northern outskirts of Emanor and Rodinska, where Ukrainian defenders still hold positions despite fierce battles. As a result, Russian infiltrations are increasingly being detected in the Novolik-Sandrivka area west of the village, showing that Russian units are occasionally slipping through Ukrainian defenses. The Russian plan is to advance from Kishin to Shalivka and beyond, following the highway to Pavlohat. The Ukrainians must prevent the full capture of Hishyan, because if the Russians break through, they could expand and destabilize the wider Pocrsk axis by using it as a stepping stone to assault westward. Intense fighting is already underway around the village. Geolocated footage from the area shows how Ukrainian drone operators are stopping the Russians by constantly monitoring the village and striking them to reduce their manpower and deny them a stable foothold. On one occasion, 2 Russians attempted to shoot down incoming FPV drones unsuccessfully. However, drone attrition is not always sufficient to clear entrenched positions. The Ukrainian command decided to deploy a Leopard tank, which engaged a group of Russians. Despite being struck by a Russian FPV drone, the tank crew completed their mission and withdrew successfully. After the tank raid, Ukrainian soldiers cleared remaining positions using coordinated fire and explosives, followed by a bomber drone strike. Brazilian soldiers were then deployed to continue clearing operations using small unit tactics. Overall, their deployment is slowing Russian momentum, securing key positions, and giving Ukrainian forces more time to prepare. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this update helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next developments. Let me know in the comments what you think will happen next. See you in the next report.